Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Coming up here in Black Ops 7 and Warzone, we've got a ton of Christmas and holiday updates inbound. We've got some mode-specific updates for endgame, multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone individually. We also have some global updates coming to celebrate the holidays as well. And so today, I wanted to go through everything we know about the various different holiday and Christmas updates that are currently planned and have been revealed so far. There may be a few surprises coming our way as well. We'll have to wait and see. But as we go through all the details here, if you guys enjoy the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It's always seriously appreciated, and it truly does help share the video around it to new viewers. And if you happen to be one of those new viewers, maybe you have not subscribed yet, we should change that. I always got you covered with the latest need to know info for everything going on in Call of Duty. But as far as it goes for these holiday updates, like I said, we've got some mode specific updates for all 4 core modes. Starting up first with endgame here, they're a little bit more ambiguous with their description. They just say there's going to be CODMas festivities on the map and in the mode. So CODMas is what they refer to Christmas as, and all the holiday updates as here. You'll see that phrase thrown around in a couple of the descriptions here today. They do say within endgame, we'll be hunting down frozen projectiles and holiday themed supply boxes. These will apparently be giving us some bonus loot or maybe some special themed loot. But like I said, they're pretty ambiguous with their descriptions, so we don't know for sure what all of the festivities entail here quite yet. It seems like these are largely going to be surprises that we'll have to find out once the update is actually live. Obviously, there might be some blogs in the upcoming days detailing some of the holiday updates that specify things in a little bit more detail. We'll have to see there. Over in multiplayer, we've got a bunch of different things going on, from maps to modes. We do have Slayjacked coming as a new sort of remake map. It's going to be hijacked with a bunch of Christmas decorations, and the boat is actually a sleigh. There's like reindeer pulling the boats or pulling the yacht in the sky, which is going to be kind of interesting there. And surprisingly enough, they actually dropped this early. It came with the playlist update from this past week, so Slayjacked is live now as you guys are seeing this video. We have a couple of new modes as well, including Holiday Havoc, which seems kind of crazy. So this is going to be a 6v6 mosh pit with TDM, kill confirmed, domination, and hard points, and it's basically promoting teamwork and objective work. For example, the description they gave said that when you are using a UAV, if you get those UAV reveal assists, basically where your teammates get kills on enemies revealed by your UAV, you're gonna get extra score and then a holiday cheer for that. And you build up holiday cheer in game to unlock various treats, things like power-ups, bonus melee damage boosts, then other power-ups like that. There's also care packages that'll drop from the sky that'll have some extra rewards in them as well. So a little bit more of a gimmicky mode, but could be fun to mess around with. Then we also have Snow Fights, which the name kind of implies what this is. It's going to be snowball fights in Call of Duty there, so that could be pretty fun. Next up for zombies, this mode is also going to see a handful of Christmas and holiday themed updates across the board. The main one being a new LTM, or I say new LTM, a returning LTM in the form of Jingle Hells. We had this last year on, I believe it was Liberty Falls. Now we're going to have it on Astra Malorum this year. This adds snowballs and snowball piles on the map, so you can use these to freeze zombies. If you do freeze a zombie, they drop some holiday presents with things like weapons, equipment, so on and so forth. There's also a new power-up known as Naughty or Nice. This will potentially drop you power-ups that you can use in game, or it's going to go through and spawn waves of Ravagers. So it's going to be a gamble to use this power-up. Are you going to be naughty or are you going to be nice? And whatever you get there is going to determine if you're having a good time or if you have to stop and take time out of your match to take out those waves of Ravagers. But that'll be a fun one to see how it's going to impact gameplay. There's also going to be snowmen around the lobby and around the map there, and when you destroy these, sometimes you're going to get loot out of them, sometimes they'll spawn zombies. So again, another gamble there, a little bit of RNG. There's going to be freezing weather that actually hurts your movement speed. It slows you down. However, there are fire barrels, basically barrels that have a bunch of fire cooking in them, and those will cancel out that freeze effect, so you can sort of find those around the map as well. There's also going to be the List Keepers Challenge. This is a new event update, sort of in a sense, that changes around some of the main quest objectives on Astra Malorum, and instead you're doing things based around the holiday LTM there. So you'll do some different challenges to get different rewards and sort of progress through that. So that could be pretty fun too. Obviously, with all of these holiday updates, they are a bit more gimmicky. They're supposed to be fun and not take things as seriously, which I think is a nice change of pace, quite honestly. We then shift over to Warzone here, and again, unfortunately, kind of ambiguous with their descriptions for all these Christmas updates. They just say there's going going to be some CODMas LTMs, so various different limited time modes are coming potentially to Battle Royale and Resurgence, maybe some of the other modes as well. There's also going to be the ability to gather gifts or destroy them in game. There's going to be decorations across Haven's Hollow, Verdansk, and Rebirth 2. I'm really curious though, because they did reveal that the snowy version of Rebirth is planned, but that's not coming until season 2, which is obviously well after Christmas. That's in the new year. So we're gonna have Rebirth with Christmas decorations. Are they gonna add snow to that then as well for a little bit, and then just bring in like a full-time winter Rebirth later on? I don't know, that seems like a little off on the timing. I said that at first too. I just feel like winter Rebirth should happen during like the Christmas LTM and everything going on there, and their timing seems a little bit weird. But nonetheless, a lot of decoration updates and visual updates to the maps. We'll have to see how in depth they go there. There's also going to be some global updates here in the form of a brand new Christmas or holiday event. This is going to be the Naughty or Nice event. So taking the power up or the in-game event from zombies there and making it an entire event. And this actually offers some pretty interesting rewards. Obviously, it's all going to be holiday themed here, but the main things you can get out of this are the new Sokol 45 LMG, and then also a brand new camo as well. And with this event, it is going to be specific challenges to go through and get the new gifts. Obviously, there's been some events dropping already that are like leaderboard oriented, so it's like, hey, you have to play a ton if you want to actually get the rewards here. This one is going to be play at your own pace. You don't have to worry about competing against anybody else doing it faster or playing more than you. It's going to be specific challenges, so go through and get X amount of kills with rifles, or go through and get X amount of snowball kills, whatever the case is. There will be specific challenges for end game probably, because this is a global event. And then multiplayer Warzone zombies, you can complete them in any mode you want and get those ultra rewards there, all of which, like I said, will be holiday and Christmas themed. But overall, some pretty solid updates here for what is technically not even the mid-season update for BO7 and Warzone. This is like the quarter season update, if you will. We had season 1 launch. This is obviously all coming up here in the next few days. By the way, there's no specific dates outside of, I believe, the Christmas event starting on the 16th. I think that's when that goes live. Beyond that, there's no specific dates as to when all this will be fully live across multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, endgame. We'll have to wait for future communication there from the devs, but we have all this going on, and then we're going to hit the Christmas break. The devs will obviously be out of office. We won't have too many updates going on at that point. And then once the new year rolls around, we get back into January, we're going to have the mid-season update and everything beyond that as well. So whole lot of stuff going on here in the next few weeks to close out the year, then to start 2026 as well across the board here in BO7 and Warzone. That said, that is going to wrap things up for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it. It's always seriously appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you want to make sure you're always in the know for the latest things going on in COD, all the need to know details. Be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.